I became what people call a star with these performances alongside Angela Gheorghiu at the Met. But that was obviously a key moment where the international market, if you would call it, noticed that there's this guy that they just can't avoid anymore for the future. Well, I grew up in a family that was, fortunately, extremely passionate with classical music and opera. They were all amateurs, obviously, but everyone was playing an instrument. And they all had subscriptions to various concert series and opera performances and theater and everything. So I luckily was in the good position to actually see all the great artists that passed through Munich and the various houses here. And of course, that does something with you. And classical music was on either radio or from tape or LPs all day long. So I really sucked it up like a sponge. I was there for the very first time, actually in this house down there, for a performance of Madame Butterfly by Puccini, and it was kind of awakening for me. I couldn't believe what I saw, what I heard. Yeah, I was right there in the middle, dead center behind the conductor when I saw this very first performance. And it was something so thrilling that I came home and said, this is what I want to do. And of course, it was a lot of training. It was a lot of waiting and hoping and suffering maybe too. But the moment it all falls into place and you are at a position that you've hardly ever dreamt of, is so much of a payback that everything, all the work that you've done before seems to be minimal. I know that young people love modern things, but they would never go to the opera to find modernity. They would go to the opera to find fantasy, to find the past, to dream away from a difficult life that they are in.
So keep the opera traditional.
Keep it the way that...
Don't try to reinvent it in a modern way, and you feel that that will maintain and spread its appeal.
Absolutely. Tell the story that people are entertained and are drawn into this wonderful, magical world.
Are you worried? Are you worried about the future of opera?
I am worried because of course, everyone wants to do something new. Music means it is something that not only entertains us, but it just resonates somewhere within us. And it can only resonate if it has a certain beauty. And the more you go away from these rules and recipes that for several centuries did work well, the more complicated this music becomes.